Hey guys, SSB Lee here. It's been a while. I'm back with a Cyber Dragon post Doom of Dimensions deck profile. So this is going to be including the new K9 card and the new K9 stuff that came out in Justice Hunters. It's been a while since I made a video. Just want to say thank you for clicking on the video. It is sponsored by W. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to check them out. It's an energy drink. They also have hydration, hats, and some other cool products. Use code SSBLEE. Let's get straight into it. So we're going to start off with the main deck. In the main deck, we are running 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. This is a must-have for this deck. This is your 1-card combo, really. This is your 1-card starter. And then we're going to be running 1 Cyber Dragon. I only run 1 because there's no point of having 3. It does get blocky. I will be doing a Genesis deck format profile for Cyber Dragon, so keep an eye out for that one also coming up. Moving right on, we play 1 Hertz and 1 Chimera as well. You only want 1 Hertz because you really just want to send it to grave to get out our next card, which will be Worm. We play 1 Worm also. So this is going to be your Cyber Dragon cards that we play in this deck. So when your Chimera goes to grave, you will be able to send Worm. And then when Worm is in the grave, you can send you can send Hertz from deck to grave or hand to grave to get him to special summon himself. Then that will get you a Cyber Dragon from deck to hand or from graveyard. So if you have core, or you could add itself back. For the next card, we do play 1 The Run King Regulus. This card is a must-have in this deck since it's a machines. You can special summon it by getting another machine on the field or from the grave. And for the last machine card that we play that is non-K9 is going to be Disablaster. This one is super awesome. You can special summon him to a column that has nothing in it, or you can zone him in your pendulum zones, or if he's in your monster zone and he gets destroyed, his effect also lets him zone himself when it's destroyed in the monster zone. So that's going to be for the Cyber Dragon, or the basic Cyber Dragon stuff. We're going to be moving on to the K9 stuff. I really love this K9 stuff just because it made Cyber Dragon, it helped Cyber Dragon out a lot. Cyber Dragon was really pretty good, but this just made it a lot better. We play 3 copies of Azuna. It is, I believe, like at about $20 to $30 right now. It is pretty pricey if you are a budget player, but this counts as a hand trap. So K9s are basically hand traps at this point, and I love it because we can activate this card from hand, and and it sends a monster to grave. The next card we will be playing will be Jokul, and we play 3 of as well. This card can be used with another level 5 to special summon itself with both of them. So we can use it literally with any of these. We could use it with the Disablaster, we could use it with Worm, or we could even use it with Cyber Dragon. We could use it with any of the K9 cards, and I mean, especially Azuna too. The next card that we do play 1 of is going to be Lantern. So with Jokul, I typically do grab Lantern because when I discard, or when I XYZ and then I detach, I typically detach a K9 card. So this will let you grab it back from grave and special summon both of each other. And then we do play 1 Lupus as well. Lupus will help on your opponent's turn. If you go Azuna, if any card is activated from hand or grave monster effect, you can special summon Azuna from your hand, and once it's special summoned, you can send Lupus to deck to grave. And then Lupus's effect is if anything was activated this turn, you can special summon himself from graveyard or hand, and when he leaves field, of course, he is banished. But if you use him for a material, he does not get banished, because technically he would have left the field already. And then also he does a pretty cool thing is whatever has this card as material, it cannot be used, or it can't be targeted. So he does a little protection there. And then for the last K9 card that we do play the brand new K904 Nori. This card is amazing. It's searchable with this deck. You can search it through Clockwork Knight. You can search it through a Link card, Clifford Genius. You can search pretty much this card and Theorin King through Clockwork Knight. So that's why I'm running it at 1. It's searchable. And also, when he is normal summoned, he can special summon one other card to the field. And you are locked into K9 extra deck monsters while that card is on the field. But he also has another side effect where he can throw that card from field to grave, and you can look at your opponent's hand to help you know what they're playing, so you can try to play around Nib or anything. This deck doesn't really succumb to Nib as much anymore, just because of the new K9 stuff, and then it's easier to grab a K9 monster like Ripper to help you protect your board. So that's going to be it for the Cyber Dragon engine and the K9 monster engine. These are both just the monster engines. We're going to be moving into hand traps now. For hand traps, we do play 2 Ashes. I was playing 3, but I felt 2 was way more comfortable for me because I didn't really have to see it as much. I mean, you want to see it, but sometimes there's moments where you don't really want to draw into it. So I play it at 2. I do side the other one, and then the other hand trap we do play is Molcharmi Hualos. We play it at 2 also because, like I said, this deck is a going first / going second deck. It can do either or, and if you never know if your opponent's going to make you go first. So if you go first with this card and it's kind of a brick, if you can't really use it, depending if you're playing against Draco Tail, then you could, because they'll probably activate something in hand and start special summoning also. So that's going to be it for the monsters for the hand traps. Next we'll be moving on to the spells. So for the spells, we play 2 Cyberdark Realm because it is searchable through core. In our previous builds, I believe we did play Claw, so we can have 2 searchers. But I find with just 1 searcher is good, and like I said, sometimes you do draw into it since it's at 2. We also play 3 Cyber Emergency. This card just helps us try to get our core, or if you need a Cyber Dragon, I mean, it's perfect for a light machine that cannot be normal summon / set. I mean, or 1 Cyber Dragon monster, so you're pretty good on that. Another one of my favorite cards that we've been playing is Clockwork Knight. Just having the effect to turn everything into machines is amazing, so you could contact fuse. Lately, we've been doing pretty good with this deck at my locals at Connected TCG. We've been getting at least top 3. We'd got second place twice in a row per weekend. So just because of this card right here. This card is amazing. It turns everything to machines. You know, you can get the core out or any Cyber Dragon and just contact fuse the board. We do play 3 Forbidden Droplet. We play 3 Forbidden Droplets just so that way we could try to negate some monsters' effects and get some stuff really just out there, because if you're going second, you really want to see this card just to block your opponent's monsters' effects. Now we're going to go into the one-ofs for spells. We play a case for K9, just 1. Was playing it at 3. It is a great card, but it is searchable through Lantern and Ripper. So there's really no point of running it at 3 when you can search it. We do also play Canine X Forced Release, because when you have this card, when this card goes to grave, when a case goes to grave, when it's destroyed and sent to grave, you can either set this card from deck to field or from graveyard to field, and then it lets you rank up your XYZ canine monster, and then you also get a free pop on the field. That's amazing. If you get a free pop, that's crazy good. Then we do play one Called By, just to try to get rid of ashes and ghost spells and just anything that we can, really. We play one Crossout Designator just to stop ashes as well. Who knows, imperms, drolls that we have on our side if we're siding. So just ways to stop stuff, nibs. And then our last spell that we play at 1 is going to be Power Bond. This card will be grabbed through Chimera, and I'll do a little video, a test, a couple test hands, and 1 card combos for you in the next video. Now, we only play 3 traps in this deck, and the 3 traps are going to be Infinite Impermanence. Just, I mean, it's basic. And if your opponent's going first, you play this from hand, stop something, or set it. Now that whole column is useless. So that's going to be it for the spells and traps. This deck is set at 40. So it's amazing. It's an amazing, strictly at 40 for me. I love playing just basically at 40. I know other people prefer 43, 44. But for me, I feel like 40 does pretty good. So now we're going to be moving on to our extra deck. The extra deck, we play 1 Clockwork Knight. This one, you can summon it with Core, or you can summon it with any of the lower Cyber Dragon cards. Or what I do is use Cyber Dark Chimera. So that way I can get this effect and then the Chimera's effect in grave to send Worm. And then this card will pop a continuous spell. So, and then get you Clockwork Knight, the spell card. So this card is just amazing. So you can get Clockwork Knight. We also play 1 SP Little Knight. I mean, it's a staple. It's a good just to get the banish if you're going first. If something happens, like if they are playing K9 also, you can special summon this and then banish their Lupus or Ripper or anything that's on the field. Because, I mean, you can't attack anyways to going first. And then we do play Cliffort Genius. This card is literally because of Lantern and Jokul. Lantern and Jokul special summon 2 monsters at the same time. So typically you want this guy in your extra monster zone, so that way you can special summon them into 2 points. So that way you can get, he lets you, if you special summon 2 at the same time, he will let you add 1 level 5 or higher machine monster. So that's how you can search any machine card that you need. So the new K9 card, Athena Ring King if you need to add a Cyber Dragon or a Disablaster, this is your go-to. It's a little combo that you can do. So that's going to be it for links. We're going to move into some XYZs. We do play 1 Vatlon, the Super Sky Blaster. It's a great card, Book of Moon, just to stop your opponent from activating any effects. It's great. It's just 2 level 5 as generic. We did decide to add in 1 Infinitrack Riverstormer, just to add the 1 Earth Machine, so it's another way of adding like Theron King or the new K9 card. I mean, and plus it's 25 beat stick, so it's pretty good. And then like I said, if you have Clockwork Knight, he's at 3. So that's also pretty good, pretty amazing. We do play 1 Imperial Princess. Another amazing card. It's great generic level 5 XYZ. It lets you special summon 1 level 5 from either graveyard and special summon it to either field. And I did see some people playing the artifact cards to do the artifact locked. Might do that. Might be playtesting with that a little bit. But this is a great card just to get another level 5 on the field to have another material for XYZ. Then we do play 2 Ripper. I was playing it at 1, but 2 is just way too good. So that way you can have some extra protection. And then just in case anything happens, you can XYZ into this and then use the Force Release Quick Play card to go into our next card, which will be Werewolf. Werewolf is amazing. I mean, during your opponent's turn, you can just once a card effect is activated, you can detach one material, and during your opponent's turn, you can look at their hand and banish one card face up until the end phase. Crazy, because I mean, you can really stop them from doing their whole complete plays if you have this card, if you play it right. Also, on your turn, you could banish one card from the field. That's pretty crazy. Or graveyard. So that's perfect in case you're trying to do some OTK stuff. And then per material he has, he can attack. So the next card that we have that I like to pair him up with is going to be our new card, the K9 66X Jax. This card is amazing when he is XYZ summoned, or if your opponent activates a monster effect in hand or grave. You could detach one material and target one monster on the field, and you can pop it. So as soon as you bring him out, you can detach one card and pop a monster on the field if it could be targeted. And the nice thing, like I said, is if you use him as material, you can, if your opponent activates any card effects from hand or grave that turn, the monster that it's equipped to does double battle damage. Any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. So he's already at 33. If you have a case for K9, he gets an extra 900. And then if you happen to have Clockwork Knight out, he gains an extra 5. So that's some ridiculous multi-attacks plus the 5 plus the 9. And then the other last two XYZ cards, I mean, it wouldn't be a Cyber Dragon deck if we did not play Nova. Pretty self-explanatory. You can also use it to special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from graveyard, or if it gets destroyed, you can use, if it gets destroyed while it's on the field, you can special summon one fusion monster from your extra deck. Then the last card, XYZ card, is Cyber Dragon Infinity. Pretty crazy in this deck, just to be able to stack on top of Nova. And then sometimes you don't get to have Cyber Dragon cards out on the field, and some people say, well, with K9 stuff, how are you going into Nova? Well, with Clockwork Knight, everything turns into machines, and they're already level 5, so technically you can go into Nova since they are machine monsters and level 5, and then you just go into Infinity, and then absorb or get your Omni Negate once per turn for detach. For fusion cards, we play one Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon, so that way we can get rid of one monster on us, from us and their extra monster zone. Or if you're playing against Orchist or what's the other one? I always forget the other Crystron. Yeah, Crystron. If you're playing Crystron, they do use Cyber Dragon Infinity, and they always have a monster in the extra monster zone. So technically, you can use their monsters. You can use the Cyber Dragon Infinity and then one of their extra monsters in their monster zone. So with this card, because this card says one Cyber Dragon monster and one in the extra monster zone. So if you do that, you can use their two monsters on the field, because it says anywhere. It says from either side, from either field. So it doesn't even have to be your material. It could be their material, use their cards against them, get rid of two really strong cards, and get this card out on the field just for extra. And then my favorite card, just because I've been contact fusing boards, is Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Like I said, amazing just to have Clockwork Knight out, get a core out on the field, or any Cyber Dragon card, even Worm, because Worm is considered Cyber Dragon on the field, and just say contact fuse, you're gonna be contact fusing board. So that's amazing to do. I mean, if it goes to grave, it goes to grave. At least you wipe the board. And then our last one is going to be Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. We use this for the power bonds. That way we can have another level 5 to XYZ with. Or since you're using power bond, it's already going to be at 42. So then, you ditch up to 2 lights and get to attack 3 times, which is pretty crazy. So that's going to be the extra deck, or the side, yeah, the extra deck. But like I said, I've been loving this deck so far. Really happy. Hope it gets some more support later on. I know that the OCG did get hit with the ban list for some of the K9 cards, like Azuna's at 2 and Joko's at 1. If that happens here, it's going to be sad, but I mean, you know, sometimes we got to be stopped. So that's the extra deck. And then our side deck isn't complete. Missing some cards still. We do play one, or I do have one Lightning Storm. I know it's at 3, but I only have the 1 for now. Really want the alternate art also. We do play the 1 Raigeki, Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Triple Tactus Talon. We do play our Fualos, the 3rd one. We do have Spell Canceller. It is a machine, so it is searchable through Genius, Clifford Genius. So you can add this to your hand and special summon it with Joko. It does turn off all activated spells are negated. So kind of messes you up a little bit, but I mean, your opponent can't play spells, so that helps. We do play 1 Infinite Track Crab Crane just to tribute the Genius, the Clifford Genius, so we can have another level 5 to XYZ with. We do side 3 Joko. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory if you're playing against a deck that draws a lot. We do side our 3rd Ash, and then just for fun for right now, we do side the K9 Hound. I was playing this before the Jax came out. Gaining 500 for every time a effect resolved is pretty crazy. And then during the standby phase, you can detach 1 material from this card and target 1 card on the field and banish it. Works out pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. This is the side for now. Like I said, we're missing a lot of cards. So if you have any suggestions about this deck, please let me know. But as of right now, this is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, check out dubby.gg and use my code SSBLEE. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, if you have any suggestions at all, please let me know. Thank you guys. Have a great night.